Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. "Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved." "I will do my best to save him, my lord," Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again the voice called to her. "Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins." "I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee," Isaac's mother replied as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. "You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you." "Yes, Lord, anything," Isaac's mother begged. "To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son Isaac will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else." "Yes, Lord," she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trapdoor to the basement hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
Hey guys, Sausage here with The Binding of Isaac. I did originally record this entire video with audio of me talking, but I'm going to have to narrate after the fact I've recorded it. So I've already played this, spoke to it, but my voice wasn't recorded, so I am now just talking to you while it's playing in the background. This is one of those games you cannot describe to people. It is just that insane. It is what it is, as you probably gathered from the intro that we had, the little story. So in this 2 episodes that I've recorded already, I will just be playing through it until I die, and believe me, it's hilarious. It's slightly annoying having to go over everything a second time, but we just kick it off here. And I originally explained about what the attacks were, so the attacks and the movement. So A, S, D, W is how you move, you use the arrow keys to fire. As you can see, you shoot things with your tears, which is just all kinds of crazy. Shift or E sets a bomb, and space uses specific items that are in space. Top left corner, you'll see some boxes that are coloured grey and stuff. That's a map. Then after that, you've got coins, which is your money, then bombs, then keys. The tear symbol is what you use to fire, so it's your arrow. Space is where your item is. The things next to space, the little boxes, they are charge of that specific item that goes in the space box, and then the rest is hearts. It is a lot like the original Legend of Zelda game, with the dungeon setup and how everything is. So if you're a huge fan of the original Legend of Zelda on the NES, the dungeons you play through on that are pretty much this game, only with a lot of twisted things. To the left is a boss door. Do not go through those straight away, have a look around the whole dungeon. Unfortunately for me, I got Super Sloth, which is like a boss, a deadly sin boss, and he is quite tough. Especially with no power-ups. One thing you don't know about this game just yet, when you die, you die. You have to restart from the beginning. So don't die, pretty much. You've got to play it like a marathon. Yeah, it's insanely tough, this guy. He just keeps shooting poison bombs at me. We have spiders everywhere. It was insanely hard to do. As you can see, I bit the dust straight away. Nothing impressive, that just tells you how you died. It's quite funny. I did read it on like episode 2, so we just give it another go. It does show you what killed you and everything. It's quite funny. Dungeons are random. You'll never find a dungeon the same, so when you play through the game it's completely different. A gold door gives you a power up, and I get something called the scapula, which says you have been blessed in the bottom right. It doesn't tell you what it does exactly, but I just have this weird glowy symbol around me, so I have no idea what it does, and I went through the whole thing and didn't find out at all. So I even checked there because it shows you what speed you've got and what powers you've got and all that crazy stuff. I explain that later. You can bomb rocks to get the goodies in the centre, use keys to open chests to get what's inside, and yeah. So, I'll leave you to listen to the soundtrack for a few moments. Right, here's our first boss. We have Larry Jr. Pretty much the way you defeat this guy, shoot all the poop. Make sure you cry all over that poo. The poo heals him. He will eat it, and he does make more. He's not really that tough to beat as long as you get rid of all the poo. Keep away from him as best you can. They don't seem to physically aim for you. That's the thing I found out. They just go round randomly, so just keep your distance, cry all over them, they'll soon go down. Not really too tough of a boss to get on this level, to be honest, so that's pretty much all I can give you on advice there. Kill the poo, kill him. If you would kill the head first, I believe the rest of the body does disappear with it. So, and yes. I just bashed the mic, wow. He does look extremely weird. No, you obviously breaking the head doesn't break the body. But yeah, he is weird. This game is crazy, as you've gathered by now. If you didn't understand from the beginning, you're escaping from your mother, who's trying to kill you because supposedly God told her to. Yeah, it's weird. And you've got poop. Lots of poop. But if you think about it, this is your mother's basement. You're not old enough to know what's in the basement. This is what your mum keeps in the basement. So yeah, who's evil? I don't know. I don't see how our soul is corrupt either. But why question it? Why question it? Anyway, this guy goes down quickly and grab everything. We got ourselves a nice squeezy, which gives us extra tears and makes our eyes bulge. Pretty much what it does is it makes your rate of fire increased. Silver hearts are pretty much extra damage, but once extra health. But once they're gone, you can't replenish them. I had a look there, and as you can see, the 3 arrows next to the feet. Oh, 1 second. Read that. Are you sure you want to die? But the 3 arrows that you saw next to the feet were fire rate. It just increases how fast you go. That is all I have to say for this. We shall see you for the next one. Take care and goodbye.